This is Tutor to You Politics. Today we're looking at the major milestones in the development of rights in the United Kingdom. You don't need to know every tiny detail, but you do need to be able to show that you understand the long established nature of rights in this country, which stretches back nearly 800 years. According to the NXL specification, we need to focus on 5 key moments: the Magna Carta, the Bill of Rights, the European Convention on Human Rights, the Human Rights Act, and the Equality Act. So let's begin right at the start with the Magna Carta of 1215. This document is often seen as the foundation of modern rights. It was sealed by King John after he was essentially forced by his powerful barons to sign it. The document was the first major legal challenge to the idea that the monarch was above the law. It introduced ideas like the rule of law, the principle that everyone, including the king, must obey the law, and the right to a fair trial. Although the rights it granted were largely limited to the elite at the time, the Magna Carta set a powerful and enduring precedent that even rulers must respect certain legal limits. Our next key moment is much later, in the year 1689, with the signing of the Bill of Rights. This document followed the Glorious Revolution, and it firmly established parliamentary sovereignty over the monarchy. It settled the constitutional conflict between the Crown and Parliament once and for all. In terms of specific entitlements, the Bill of Rights enshrined rights such as freedom of speech within Parliament itself, the right to petition the monarch to challenge governmental actions, and protection against cruel and unusual punishment. It helped to embed the fundamental principle that government must operate within a clear framework of legal protection for citizens, and that ultimate power rests with the elected representatives in Parliament. Now let's fast forward to the late 20th century. In the wake of the Second World War, the European Convention on Human Rights was established in 1950. This convention provided a framework for fundamental civil and political rights that signatory countries agreed to uphold. The United Kingdom was one of the first countries to sign the convention, but for many decades its citizens had to take lengthy, expensive cases all the way to the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg to have their rights enforced. The convention was not part of domestic law, so there was no way to go through the UK legal system. This was rectified with the Human Rights Act of 1998. The explicit goal was to bring rights home, allowing individuals to challenge breaches of convention rights in UK courts. Rights such as the right to life, the right to a fair trial, and freedom from torture became directly enforceable domestically. This was a monumental change, embedding human rights directly into everyday UK law and making them far more accessible to ordinary citizens. Our final major milestone is the Equality Act of 2010. Before this, anti-discrimination law in the UK was confusing. It was a patchwork of different acts covering race, sex, disability and so on. The Equality Act consolidated all of these previous laws into a single comprehensive piece of legislation. It provided far-reaching protection against discrimination on 9 specific grounds known as protected characteristics. These include age, race, gender, disability, religion or belief, sexual orientation, marriage or civil partnership, pregnancy and maternity, and gender reassignment. The Act made it unlawful for employers, service providers, and public authorities to treat people unfairly based on these characteristics. This Act created a single, powerful legal framework to promote equality and inclusion across every sector of UK society. And they are our major milestones in UK rights development. Look out for our upcoming assessment focus video on how you might use this in an exam.